Hello friends, my name is Raju. I am working as a lecturer in EC department, Government Polytechnic for Women, Warangal. So, in this video lecture, we are discussing about different energy sources and what is meant by energy source, different classification of energy sources, and ideal and voltage sources, ideal and practical current sources, and also we learnt about how to convert voltage source into current source and current source into voltage source, and also discuss about representation of alternating quantities like phasor form. So very important to represent AC current and AC voltage in phasor form to deal with some problems in our circuit analysis. So first of all, we discuss about energy source. What is mean by energy source? So in already we discussed in previous lecture, there is a active elements. There is a active elements which are delivers the energy. So here the energy sources are active elements which generate the energy to the circuit. So by the definition, the energy source is a device which is supplies electrical energy to the circuit. So here energy is electrical energy, nothing but the flow of electrons. So it gives the energy to the circuit, and also it is capable of delivering energy to an external device or external circuit over infinite time interval, not a fixed time. It gives the energy an infinite time, then only the circuit works. This is the definition of energy source. So here source of energy is voltage source or current sources. These are the classification of energy sources: voltage sources and current sources. What is mean by voltage source? It gives the energy in the form of voltage. Then it is called voltage source. The examples for the voltage sources are batteries and generators. We know battery, simple 5-volt cell battery cells. We know it's give the 5 volts output energy. 5 volts means it gives the voltage only. When you connect any bulb or like that, it gives the energy to the bulb and light is blowing. Simply generators. There is a AC generators, DC generators. So it also gives the energy to the circuit. Circuit means here we mostly use generators in our homes or any theaters like that. So in that case, the generators supply the energy to all the lights, fans, bulbs like that. So this gives the energy to all these. These are all our circuit elements only. So this is the voltage source. Next one, current source. Practically current source, there is no existence of current sources, but we design the current source using transistors. Transistor act as a current sources. Simply it's act as a current mirror in some of our electronic applications. So it give the constant current. Example is transistor or FET like that. So this is the energy source and different classification of energy sources. Next, here basically classification is voltage source and current sources. Again, energy sources are divided into different types. Again, voltage sources are divided into two types: independent voltage source and dependent voltage source. Independent means it's independently delivers the energy. Dependent means actually it delivers energy, but its energy depends on another source. That is called dependent voltage source. Next, current sources also two types: independent current sources, dependent current sources. Similar way, independent current sources delivers the energy independently, its own. But dependent current sources, it delivers the energy, but its energy depends on another source. That is called dependent current sources. Again, dependent sources are dependent voltage sources, dependent current sources. Dependent voltage sources are divided into again two types: voltage dependent voltage source, current dependent voltage source. Here main source is voltage source, but it depends on another voltage sources are another current source. Basically, dependent source voltage source is dependent source, but it depends on any other voltage or any other current. Next, dependent current sources. Dependent current sources are also two types. Basically, it's a current source, but it depends on any branch voltage or any voltage or any current. It's a current source, but it depends on another voltage source or another current source. So this is the basic classification of energy sources. Here below we see that the representation of different sources. V equal to these are dependent sources, because the diamond symbol here, the diamond symbol represents dependent sources. If the independent sources is there is a circle. If we represent with circle, that is independent sources. If represent with diamond symbol, then it's dependent voltage sources. Here dependent voltage sources, there is a plus minus symbol. Voltage means there is a potential difference, that's why we represent with the plus minus. Current source means it's represent direction only, or upward direction or downward direction. Here voltage dependent source V equal to kV dash, V equal to Ki dash. V equal to kV dash means it's a voltage dependent voltage source. V equal to Ki dash means it's a voltage current dependent voltage source. I equal to kV dash, voltage dependent current source. I equal to Ki dash, current dependent current source. These are different types of classification of the voltage sources and current sources. Mostly in network analysis, we face this kind of problems: voltage dependent voltage source, current dependent current source. Like we deal with these kind of problems. This is the basic classification of energy sources. Next of all, there is a voltage source. This voltage source is two types: ideal voltage source and practical voltage source. Ideal voltage source and practical source. There is a energy sources, basically two types: voltage source and current source. Again, this voltage source is two types: ideal voltage source, practical voltage source. What is mean by ideal voltage source? Ideal means it's not practically exist, but assume we reach the characteristics of the ideal voltage source. Practically we design any circuit or any device, we want to achieve the ideal characteristics. Then if we reach the near to the ideal characteristics, then it is a good device or good a source. What is mean by ideal voltage source? Ideal voltage source is defined as energy source which gives constant voltage across its terminals irrespective of the current drawn through its terminals. So simply here what is the meaning of that? In ideal voltage source, supplying voltage equal to load voltage. If you want to connect any load to the circuit, then so here source voltage is equal to load voltage, that is no drop in the voltage, then it is called ideal voltages. In ideal voltages, the load current is any value, IL is load current is any value, but the source voltage is equal to load voltage, then it is called ideal voltage source. Load current is 2 amperes, 3 amperes, 4 amperes, any value, but source voltage is equal to load, then it is called ideal voltages. In practical voltage source, a practical voltage source has small internal resistance in series with the voltage source and is represented by RSE. Then what happens here? There is in ideal voltage source there is no internal resistance. Then there is no drop in the voltage. But in practical voltage source there is a internal resistance. So there is a voltage drop in the internal resistance. Then ideal voltage nothing but source voltage Vs is not equal to VL. Here then what happens here? VL is equal to source voltage minus ILRSE. That means some voltage drop in the internal resistance. Then VL not equal to Vs. But in ideal voltage source, the internal resistance of the ideal voltage source is 0. That's why there is no drop in the voltage, then VL equal to Vs. But in practical voltage source, VL is equal to Vs minus ILRSE. So their basic difference is this one. Next, here is the diagrams, basic diagrams of the ideal voltage source and practical voltage source. In ideal voltage source, left hand side diagram, this is represents ideal voltage source, right hand diagram represent practical voltage source. Let we see here ideal voltage source Vs, internal resistance is 0. There is no internal resistance. Next, in circuit Vs, VL, Vs is equal to here VL. In VI characteristics, in the graph, VI characteristic graph, here VL is equal to Vs, irrespective of IL value. IL is any value, but VL equal to Vs. Okay, clearly. Next one, in right hand diagram, the symbol for practical voltage source Vs in series with the internal resistance RSE. The circuit for practical voltage source with load. If you connect any load to the circuit, example you take any battery, that is a practical voltage source, then we connect the one bulb, that is the load. Here the circuit, that is called circuit. This is a closed path. Vs is voltage source. Next one, VL is load voltage, but in between there is a resistance RSE, internal resistance RSE. So here there is a drop across RSE. That's why here Vs not equal to VL. Practically VL less than Vs. That's why in the VI characteristic graph there is no straight line. There is a inclined line. It's less than the VL less than Vs. It represents VL less than Vs. Then the current is increases. So this is the circuit diagrams and VI characteristics of ideal voltage source and ideal practical source. Next one, we are discussing about ideal current sources and practical current sources. Ideal current source and practical current source. Let we see the definition of the ideal current source. What is mean by ideal current source? Ideal current source is the source which gives constant current as its terminals irrespective of the voltage appearing across its terminals. Simply here, ideal current source means its current is constant. That is mean source current is equal to load current. In ideal voltage source voltage equal to load voltage. In ideal current source current is equal to load current. Just current are equal, or there is voltages are equal irrespective of load voltage. Here internal resistance of the ideal current source is infinite. Because of the parallel connection, the internal resistance is infinite. But in practical current source has high internal resistance in parallel with the current source and is represented by RSH. So in the ideal voltage and ideal current sources, the resistance is 0 and infinite. But in practical current source and practical voltage sources, there is a finite resistance. Here in practical current source, there is a resistance exists with parallel with the current source. So because of RSH, current through its terminals decreases slightly with increase in voltage as its terminals. So when the RSH appears across its current source, then some current is flows through the RSH. That's why according to current dividing rule, some current is flows to RSH, some current is flowing through load. Then the load current is not equal to source current because there is a internal resistance RSH appears. That's why some current is going through the RSH. So that's why IL not equal IS. IL not equal to IS. So this is the representation of ideal current source and practical current source. The symbol is ideal current source. Left hand side is ideal current source. Right hand side is practical current source. The symbol is IS. Next, the circuit for ideal current source is IS. This is load IL. So here IS is equal to IL. Load is any one, resistor, bulb, inductor, capacitor, any element is, any passive elements are loads. So here we connect any one, then IS equal to IL because no internal resistance. Here internal resistance appears in parallel. So in the VI characteristics, IL equal to IS. IL equal to IS irrespective of VL. VL is any value, but IL equal to IS. Next one, the right hand side diagram. Let's we see the symbol is for practical current source. IS in parallel with there is a RSH, internal resistance, shunt resistance. That is means shunt. RSH means shunt. That is parallel. RSH IS in parallel with RSH. Next, circuit for practical current source is IS, RSH. We connect some load. We connecting some load, that is represents a circuit. Here VI characteristics, IS not equal to IL. IL not equal to IS. Here IL is slightly less than IS because IL is less than IS because the sum of the current flows to RSH. That's why IL less than IS. VL is any value. So these are the ideal current sources and practical current sources. Next, we are discussing about conversion of voltage source to current source and conversion of current source to voltage source. This is very simple. So in in our circuits, when we are some problems are solving, this is necessary to convert voltage source to convert current source to voltage source. We convert current source to voltage source to conversion, then the problem is simply solved. That's why we use this concept. If this is a parallel circuit, if parallel analysis, the current, if there is a current source exists, it is simply solved. If the series circuit, if we convert to current to voltage source, it's simply solved. So that's why we use this concept. Conversion of voltage source to current source. Here the diagram represents conversion of voltage source to current source. Here voltage source is Vs. Always voltage sources, the resistance are in voltage sources, the resistance is connected in series. In current sources, always the resistances are connected in parallel. It's very, very important. So here R is connected in series with the Vs. For the Vs R, we want to convert this voltage source to current source. Then we simply apply the simple Ohm's law, that is I equal to Vs by V by R. Basically I equal to V by R. Here I equal to Vs by R. Then Is is equal to Vs by R. In parallel we connect resistance. So this is the current source. Vs is Vs R. Then current I equal to V by R. Is is equal to Vs by R. Then we connect the resistance in parallel. This is conversion of voltage source to current source. In the similar way, conversion of current source to voltage source. Conversion of current source to voltage source. How we convert current source to voltage source? Here we discuss about current sources are current sources, the resistances are connected in parallel. Is parallel R. Is in parallel with R. Again we apply the Ohm's law. V equal to IR. Vs is equal to Is into R. Vs equal to Is into R in series with the resistance. In series with the resistor. Simply, if you we take any simple example, we can convert to current to voltage source or current to voltage sources. If voltage is equal to 10 volts, resistance is equal to 5 ohms. Simply it convert to current source 10 by I equal V by R, 10 by 5. That means 2 volts. So 2 amperes. 2 amperes again, parallel with the 5 ohms. So this is a simple problem. Like that we solve the problems. This is the basic concept of conversion of voltage source to current source and current source to voltage source. Next we are discussing about